Alright guys, and welcome to Boxing Legacies. In this video we're going to be talking about Oleksandr Usyk and his step up to heavyweight. Basically, this Ukrainian boxer who's stepping up to heavyweight is kind of gone under the radar a little bit in terms of the top names in the division. I mean, Usyk has won everything there possibly is to win at cruiserweight, IBF, WBA, WBC, WBO. He's stepping up to heavyweight. And just, who do you think he should be fighting? I mean, rumours going around that possible Dillian Whyte matchup. I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest. I mean, I don't know if they're going to risk putting him in with somebody of Whyte's calibre so early on without testing the waters first. But don't get me wrong, you know, Usyk's a very experienced boxer. A little bit of information for you, for the people that say cruiserweights can't, stick up with the power. I mean, possibly he's going to be fighting Alexander Povetkin. You know, so that kind of matchup would be ideal. I mean, Povetkin's a smaller heavyweight. Usyk's an average sort of size, possibly a bigger size cruiserweight. But don't forget, during the his amateur days, he fought and won the gold at London 2012. That was Olympic gold as an amateur. And he won a gold at the World Championships the previous year. You know, and this guy he wins titles. He won his first title in 2014 and didn't look back. I mean, this guy, you know, knows how to win. He would not be decorated with those belts if he didn't. You know, and he's supposed to be going up against possibly Povetkin. I think it's a good matchup. It'd be a great fight. You know, don't forget that this guy gave Tony Bellew the hardest night of his career and basically retired him. I mean, Tony Bellew, he's no pushover. You know, he's a good cruiserweight. He beat David Haye twice, past his prime David Haye, admittedly, but you know, Usyk's he's a tricky customer. Technically fantastic. You know, like I said, he won amateur golds. He's won everything that he's competed for, basically. You know, and his step up to heavyweight, it's a blessing for the division. Whether his winning ways can carry over into that division with such tough opponents ahead of him, you know, not only the likes of Joshua's and, you know, Fury's. How is somebody of 6'3", used to the cruiserweight division, going to cope with the extra power and weight of the heavyweight division? Bear in mind, he used to box at heavyweight and amateur, so I don't know whether he could probably put on that extra weight required. You know, I mean, he showed superior skill over Bellew. But saying that, you know, Bellew was winning on points before he lost, so it wasn't necessarily the skill, it was more so the ability not to get hit, not to take punishment. You know, his footwork during that fight was outstanding. I mean, he didn't really need to do a lot of upper body movement because his feet did it all for him. You know, so he is technically a great fighter. But whether or not he can, against Povetkin, whether he can move that over to the heavyweight, Povetkin's a tricky customer. You know, he bobs, he weaves, he comes in, big overhand rights, he jumps into his punches quite a bit. You know, he uses a varied display of skill in his punches, and he can hit hard as well. You know, you saw what he did to David Price. I mean, he put David Price out in brutal fashion, and David Price was a bigger guy. You know, so it just goes to show that just because Povetkin's a smaller heavyweight does not mean he won't have that kind of ability and power. But it's just going to be interesting to see. I mean, it's supposed to be penciled in for May. Whether it happens in May, maybe a bit later, I don't know. Maybe Usyk might take on a slightly easier character, but to make a stamp on the division, to make everybody stop and think, I reckon he's going to have to take on somebody like Povetkin or Dillian Whyte to sort of prove to the division that he is there to stay. So let me know what you think, guys. You know, put it in the comment section below. Do you think Dillian Whyte or Povetkin is going to be a good matchup for him? Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.